What's going on, guys? Of course, we've all been children before, and of course, everybody has been woken up in the middle of the night by their parents. So that's what's about to happen tonight. So stick around. All right, guys, so let's go through, turn all the lights on all the fish tanks, wake up all the kids, and disturb the peace. Let's wake these guys up here. Let's wake everybody up. There's no sense in sleeping. Sometimes you can't sleep. So I don't get a lot of sleep, so I'm not gonna let these guys get a lot of sleep. Let's wake everybody up down here in the fish room. Oh, nobody in there to wake up. Eggs are tumbling. Let's wake these flower horns up. Let's wake everybody in the fish room up tonight. Got the discus over here. It's time to wake them up. They always hungry anyway. Let's go through. Give you guys a shot of that. That's that end of the fish room. We woke everybody up for good cause though. Let's wake the babies up. It's what I call disturbing the peace right here. Let's wake up the giant Grammy, the giant Daniels, the Savrams. Everybody needs to wake up. This tank needs to be cleaned out too. That giant Grammy is messy. Let's go over here and wake up the 300. Wake these guys up a little bit. See what they got going on. All right, guys, so now that we have disturbed the peace and woke everybody in the fish room up, let's go ahead and talk about a few things that have happened. So the other day, or the other night, I come down, I feed all the fish, and make sure everybody's doing good, make sure everybody's alive, and just swimming or whatever the case might be. I cut all the lights off, I go upstairs, and all of a sudden I hear some noise. So immediately I'm thinking, I'm like, what could that noise be? I'm like, oh, maybe one of the tanks broke, maybe it cracked the seal or something. I'm not sure, because I was just down here. I hadn't even been gone for like 2 minutes. Literally went upstairs, sat on the couch, turned the TV on, changed the channel, I hear a noise. So I come back downstairs to the fish room. The Arowana has jumped out of the tank. He is on the floor. Thank God I was home and I was able to come down here, and immediately I picked him up off the floor and I put him back in the tank, and I don't know why he jumped out, even though we all know Arowanas are jumpers. I had some lids on there that I had to replace just for the simple fact the Arowana jumped out. So let me flip the camera around and show you guys the lids that I put on the 300. All right, guys, so got the Arowana back in the tank. He's doing fine. He was not injured or anything like that. Like I said, I came straight down to the fish room and he was laying right here on the ground, sitting up, right side up, and he was just breathing pretty hard. But I went ahead and took those lids off that I had on the 300, and I replaced them with some new lids. These are like really snug fit. I went ahead and cut them out to a snug fit all the way across the top. And yeah, so that's what happened down here in the fish room. The Arowana has just been going crazy. Look at him. He's camera shy, because every time I come down here to record, he is just going crazy when the camera is around or when the lights go off. I mean, the water level in there is pretty high, but during the night, it's like when a fish touches the arowana or anything like that, he seems to just dart off. So I guess maybe one of the fish probably ran into him in the middle of the night, and he just decided to go ahead and take a jump. All right, guys, so the arowana decided to jump out of the tank. As you guys can see, I rushed down here like a paramedic. Got him off the floor. I put him back in the tank. He's doing fine now. Immediately, I went out to my local store, Menards, and I went and bought these lids right here. I went out and bought some plastic lids or whatever it is, some polycarbonate is what it actually is. It's not plastic, but polycarbonate. I bought a 8x4 sheet of that, and I went ahead and cut out the lids for the 300 just to make sure this guy's secure. It's going to take a lot for him to jump out of there again, because I can barely get the lid open. I'm going to have to go tomorrow and get some something so I can put something on top of the lid so I'll be able to lift the lid up, put food in there. Even though I've still been feeding them, but it's been kind of hard to get the lid off just to put the food in. But with that being said, so tonight we are going to move more fish into the 300. Maybe having him with the silver dollars wasn't such a bad idea, because when he was with the silver dollars, he was a top swimmer, but not really a top swimmer, but at the same time, he never tried to jump out of the tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and add his friends in there with him tonight, and I don't think we're gonna add the Bisher tonight. I just want to go ahead and add in the silver dollars since everybody in the tank is doing good. I might have to move the catfish out of there and put him into a different tank, which I'm not sure which tank. I might move the catfish over to the 125 with the dat noise and the Bisher. Just like I said, he's a slow eater. He hasn't really been getting a lot of food, and he only likes to eat when the lights are off. So that's what's been going on down here in the fish room. It's been crazy. That was just a crazy incident that happened while I was at home, which I'm glad I was here. Also, the Severum tank is very cloudy. I don't know why. Maybe it's the bio load that's in there. So I'm gonna have to do a big water change on that tank. I added some hornwork in there. Let me show y'all that. Okay, so I went ahead and I added some hornwork in there, as you guys can see. It's just floating around. It's a floating plant anyway. I'm not really worried about it looking too good. It's just more just to suck the nitrates and stuff out of the water. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a big water change on this tank right here. I'm gonna do a water change on the gourami tank and get this water back clear. I did add all these giant Daniels in there, and I added in the red terror cichlid. So I'm gonna do a water change on that, water change on the giant gourami, which I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with him yet either. Thinking about donating him to Boss Aquatics just because he has the space for the fish. I don't really have the space for. I have the space for it, but I did have the giant Grammy in with the Arowana and those guys in the 125, and the giant Grammy was picking on the Arowana, and he was picking on, I believe he was picking on maybe the dat noise. He was picking on the dat noise too. Any fish of good size he's gonna pick on for some reason. Probably just because he doesn't have the space that he needs to be a giant Grammy. So I'm gonna have to move him probably over to Boss Aquatics house, man. I'll record that one when I decide to get rid of him. But for now, I just cannot get rid of him. I love that fish. He's got a personality like a puffer. So let's go ahead and get these silver dollars. I'm gonna have to catch these silver dollars out of there, and then I'm gonna put them in the 300. I'm not gonna be able to record that because I don't know how long it's gonna take me to catch the silver dollars. I have to catch certain ones that I want to go in here. And those guys are very, very fast. So I'm probably gonna have to use 2 nets and just grab what I can and add them into the 300. So stick around and I'll let you guys see what they're looking like in the 300. Maybe the Arowana was probably, I'm pretty sure he'll go back into his old way of schooling with the silver dollars and stuff. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, so here are the silver dollars all down here in the bucket. We just got we got one tiger silver dollar in there. We got one spotted silver dollar in there, and then the rest are just regular silver dollars or red hooks. Something, I'm not exactly sure. I done bought so many silver dollars, I don't know what they are. Okay, so we added 7 silver dollars in here. This one here is the tiger, which I'm pretty sure he'll color up after a while, and then that's the spotted silver dollar. And then the rest of these guys are just regular silver dollars. I think that's a red hook silver dollar, if I'm not mistaken. Then the big guy sitting over there under the tree. And also we removed our catfish out of there. Let's go ahead and get the catfish in the 125 for now. Like I said, it's temporary. I know he'll eat it here because everybody in here is pretty slow eaters. So let's go ahead and move this guy in. Alright guys, so we got our cat in. He should do pretty good in there for now. And then we'll figure out something else to do with him in the future. But for now, he's pretty good. Alright guys, so we got all of our fish moved over. Just wanted to hurry up and do that. The stingrays and the arowana have been in that tank for about a week now, so I wanted to go ahead and add in the silver dollars that I chose to add into this aquarium. They're looking good in there. I'm pretty sure they're going to thrive a lot more in this tank than they did in that tank, even though they were doing pretty amazing in that 125. Also, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers out there, and even the people who just watched that are not subscribed. Um, Thank you guys too. Thank you guys for all the comments. I always make sure that I give you guys some feedback on every comment, even if it's just a thank you. I'm just letting you guys know that I do pay attention. I read every comment. I see everybody out there who is commenting on the videos, and you guys are true supporters. So with that being said, guys, remember, always feed the fish. Holla.